Hello everybody, it's Debbie with Cool Cats Art. This is leftover day. I am going to use up the rest of these paints that I have sitting over here on the side in these cups, little dips and dabs of things. It may not turn out good, okay? But I cannot stand to see these paints go to waste, and I can't really save them much longer. I've already thinned them out as it is. So we're going to try putting them all down on the palette and seeing what we get, okay? Maybe a disaster, maybe okay. The worst thing that can happen is I'll have to scrape the canvas. So let's start with our pillow paint. All my paints are going to be in the description box. And I think I've been getting my pillow paint a little too thick in the middle because I'm having difficulty blowing it out. So I'm going to spread this one out a little bit more. The paint's just been feeling way too heavy in the middle there, and I'm having to blow too hard to get the cells pop up in the middle. And it's not a sinking issue on the canvas because I'm pouring on a solid surface, so I've just got the paint too thick on there. So we're going to spread it out quite a bit more today. And hopefully that's going to help. All right, let's try that. That's quite a bit more than I normally do. So we'll see. Okay. Oh, there's so many different paints over here. I will try to just call out the general color, okay? Because some of them are mixed with different things, and it's an odd lot. This is a custom green I made. It's got a little bit of fluorescent green in it, and it's got some bright yellow green from Liquitex in there too. Okay, what do we want to go down next? That's a green, so I don't want to put anything next to it that's going to be complementary because it might make some mud. So we're going to go with a blue. This is a little dab of Liquitex Brilliant Blue that I had left over. And boy, I'm really scraping it out of here too. And that does it for that one, which is good. And next to that blue, I'm going to put, well, I think I'll put some of this kind of coral color here. It's like it's actually supposed to be fluorescent orange, but it doesn't look very fluorescent to me. It doesn't look very orange. I like the color though. It's more of an apricot color. And then I'm going to put down some of this. This is some mixture of burnt sienna and orange. I was trying to do something that looked kind of like a Nicolazo gold color. And then I have, this is actually a really pretty yellow. It's made about 2 different yellows, then Deco Art 24 karat gold. So it's got a little sparkle to it. And next to that, I'm going to put, this is TLP Lagoon. Beautiful, beautiful kind of an aqua blue green. I love this color. It's really probably one of my favorite colors. And next to that, I'm going to put this lavender in here. It's a custom lavender. It's got a little bit of metallic violet in it and some Liquitex, I think it's called Brilliant Purple. Then on top of that, I'm going to put my favorite, fluorescent pink. Why I like this color so much, I don't know. I've always been a pink fan anyway, but it just dries nice, and it adds a little sparkle to everything. And sometimes I put a little dab of this fluorescent pink when I'm mixing some sort of red together, just to give it a little, oops, I didn't like that blob, it just fell. See, this paint's getting old, that's why I've got to use it up. And I'm gonna go back with some, I've still got a little bit of stuff left here, so let's see, what do I wanna go back with? I'll put some more of this Deco Art gold on here. I won't mind this whole thing having a little shimmer to it. And it's still in pretty good shape. I remixed it this morning and put the 24 karat gold in the yellow, so it's still pretty fluid on me. And what else do I want down there so I can finish up this stuff? It's all of the, I got a little bit more of this Lagoon left. I think I better abandon it because it's getting too globby on me. And do I have any more pink? I got a little bit. Now, it's definitely going to be full of odd color. It may be good, maybe a train wreck. I think I'll stop there. Get this centered up a little bit more and finish up going around the edges with the pillow paint. We'll see what kind of a circus pour I get here, huh? Like I say, the worst that can happen is I'll have to scrape it off. One thing I'm trying not to do, I see artists do it all the time and they're successful and it looks pretty good. Like a failed pour. You poured and you've blown it out and you don't like it or it's got faults and you want to do it over. Well, I've seen people just spin off as much of it as they can and re-pour on top of it. Pour another little puddle of pillow paint and go for it. And I've seen people do that, you know, successfully. And I've done it a couple times, but I don't like to do it that way. I really don't, because you're not really saving the paint that's underneath it. It's getting covered up anyway. And you run the risk of, when you start to blow it out, those colors, the first ones that you put down and then the second ones that you put down, not playing well together. And you could wind up getting more mud than you want, or whatever. But I've just found it to be best. This is for me, maybe I just don't have the skill to do the other, to just scrape it off of there and start all over. That way you've got no contamination of anything underneath it. And sometimes you've got too much paint on there. If you just pour on top of it and then you don't spin enough of it off, and then you've got too much paint and it dries wonky, or you get cracks and whatnot because there's too much paint on the canvas. So, I mean, it's just better to start out fresh, at least for me. Because believe me, it hurts to scrape these paintings. You know what I mean. The products for this, especially the bloom with that Australian Floetrol and whatnot, is expensive. I mean, you don't want to waste it. You really don't. Okay. Now, I've got two cell activators, Amsterdam Lamp Black and Turquoise. So I'm going to put the black down first. Then I'm going to put the turquoise down. These are all pretty light colors, and there's a lot of blue in there, so I don't know. Maybe I ought to just use black alone, but I'm going to put some turquoise in there anyway. I just mixed it up, so it's good and fresh. Okay. And we'll get out my trusty flat-faced hair dryer, and let's see what this conglomeration makes, if it makes. I don't have quite the puddle of paint that I did before, so maybe it is helping. Oh, what a rainbow we have here. Okay, let's give her a spin and see where she goes. I don't really quite have her centered on this spinner. I love it. Leftover paint came through with the wind. Yes, it did. And even though I had used all of these colors in the previous 2 pours, it doesn't look anything like those. Ah, this is really pretty. Gorgeous cells, pretty colors all the way around, and it worked a lot better for me thinning out the pillow paint. Not thinning the paint out, but not making it as thick on the canvas. Folks, that is so pretty. It really is. I love, love, love the center. And it's just got an absolute world of cells, which is so beautiful. Okay, well, I think I can call it quits on this paint over here. And I feel good about having used it pretty much all up. Well, thank you for joining me, and please like and subscribe to my channel, and we will come down and take a closer look.